There's a point where it tips, there's a point where it breaks, there's a point where it bends, and a point we just can't take anymore. There's a line that will cross and there's no return. There's a time and a place, no bridges left to burn anymore. We can't just wait when lives just take until they think we're ready. Our enemies are gathering, the storm is rising. Now it's time to say goodbye to the things we loved and the innocence of God. How the time seems to fly. Come on, can't realize that it's all the difference we always knew. Were we born to fight and die? Sacrifice for one huge lie? Are we heroes keeping peace? Or are we someone else can claim a victory?
Salutations!
They see you as small and helpless. They see you as just a child. Surprised when they find out that a warrior will soon run wild. Prepare for your greatest moments. Prepare for your finest hour. The dream that you've always dreamed is suddenly about to flower. We are lightning, crying for the thunder. Miracle of ancient wonder. This will be the day we've waited for. This will be the day we open up the door. And we'll need a revolution. Hope you're ready for revolution. Welcome to a world of new solutions. Welcome to a world of bloody evolution. In time, you have an open mind. The story will be told, and victory is innocence for soul.
Salutations! Salutations! Salutations!
Hey, what's up everybody? Welcome to the live stream. Thank you all for joining. I'm not gonna lie, I'm really nervous right now. Like, I'm super nervous. I haven't done a live stream on YouTube since the RWBY Volume 4 live stream discussions, and you guys are probably getting a bunch of glares off of my glasses right now from my computer monitor. But how's it going? Thank you guys for joining. The RWBY Volume 4 soundtrack dropped today.
Salutations!
Or this morning, rather. And another quick thing, you guys probably see this notification right here, this penny notification. That is tethered to my Twitch account. So right now, I guess people who are watching the stream here are following me on Twitch. And when you follow me on Twitch, the notification's on there. And I usually use OBS for Twitch when I play games and stuff like that. And I only really use OBS when it came to doing the RWBY volume discussions last year. So if you see any of those notifications, just be mindful of that. Also, for any of you guys who don't know, I do stream over on twitch.tv/MurderofBirds. I play a bunch of games there, both single player and games with the community, mainly like Grim Eclipse and Overwatch and stuff like that. But how's everybody doing? It's been a really long time since I've done one of these, and I know a lot of you guys probably only indulge in these kind of streams when it's RWBY focused, so it's been a while since I've seen a lot of you guys. So, yeah, the soundtrack came out this morning, and I was on freaking iTunes until, like, I think 2 or 3 in the morning because it was almost 1 o'clock, and I pre-ordered the soundtrack on iTunes, but it didn't download the songs for me. It only downloaded the 4 early songs. So iTunes was giving me a lot of trouble, and I didn't want to go to sleep until I made sure that I owned the soundtrack, because if I didn't have the soundtrack, I wouldn't be able to do this discussion today. And I was stressing out last night because first iTunes wasn't downloading the song, and then iTunes stopped responding because something happened to the Apple servers. So I had to uninstall iTunes, reinstall iTunes, then I couldn't sign into my account, and then I had to reset my computer, and it was just like a bunch of hoops that I had to go through. And then, like, I had to cancel my pre-order and then buy it, and it gave it to me. I didn't get overcharged or anything. Poetry, if you're in the stream here on YouTube, thank you very much for the follow. I appreciate it. But yeah, it was just a lot of crap to go through. Jack Black 13, thank you for the follow. And it's so weird too because I'm on YouTube and I'm getting follows from my Twitch channel, so it's kind of weird. But yeah, I have not listened to any of the songs on the soundtrack thus far. Technically, I listened to 2 songs because one song was released, Armed and Ready was released at the end of the Volume 4 credits, and Lusus Naturae was actually released already to the public. It was exclusive to RWBY Grim Eclipse, which I'll get into that. I have a format and a layout for how I'm going to go about listening to the songs and discussing them and everything. So, but yeah, so aside from Armed and Ready and Lusus Naturae, the only aspect of listening to the songs in the soundtrack is whatever was presented in the show.
Salutations!
So I have not listened to any of these songs yet. I'm super fucking stoked, super excited to check it out. And in a way, I kind of had the restraint to kind of be like, oh, I don't have to listen to the songs because I had a bunch of other things planned. Like I have my weekly Red versus Blue videos, which I already started season 6. And, you know, everything else that's going on in between. I'm prepping for RTX, which I have an announcement for a lot of you guys on YouTube right now. And there's 376 people in the chat right now. So I just want to say, again, thank you guys so much for the support. Thank you guys very much for looking forward to these. A lot of people on Twitter have been hoping that I'd be doing something like this. And the plan was for me to do something like this last year. So for those of you who watched the video, I posted a reaction to my reaction of the sound of Cold, listening to Cold for the first time. And back then I was working with my laptop. Cool Duck, thank you for the follow. And last year I was working with my laptop, which was really old and outdated, and I had reacted to the entire soundtrack. Thank you for the follow. But what had happened was what had ended up happening was the file got corrupted up until the very end. So the only thing that I was able to listen to was Cold. Cold was the only song that wasn't corrupted from the file. So I tried to do that last year. It didn't end up panning out as best as I wanted it to. And this year I was like, I can either do a reaction or I can do like an in the moment thing, like listening to it, breaking it down in the moment live with people, since my channel's grown a lot more since last year. And I'm pretty sure all of you guys have already listened to the soundtracks and everything like that. Also, really quick, for those of you, Penny keeps interrupting me. Yeah, I know. I'm probably going to take that notification off. I didn't realize it was going to be that constant, that it was going to be happening.
Salutations!
Yep, right there. Nice sword, Oh, wow, really? You literally just made an account to say that. Yeah, so that's my, that's Crow's weapon. And behind me there, you can see Crescent Rose. And in the corner right there is Cinder's weapon, the 2 blades. But those are just in the back right there. I actually have to assemble Crescent Rose. They actually came to me in parts. So I haven't put that one together yet. But I'm going to be cosplaying as Crow either RTX next year or RTX 2019. So first off, really quick, I'm going to actually get rid of this, this follow source, just so it doesn't constantly interrupt me. I do appreciate all of you guys who still want to follow me over on Twitch. I really do appreciate it, but I didn't realize it was going to be happening that consistently and that constantly. So yeah, I'm just going to get rid of that. Oh, Luke Smith, thank you very much for the super chat comment. Salutations. Thank you very, very much for that. I appreciate it. 407. So I mentioned this a little while ago. I'm really nervous right now. I don't know why. Like, I don't know what business I have being nervous. I've done this so many times. I've done live streams before. I don't know what it is. Brian, I see you in the chat. Fireheart, how's it going, dude? I've done this so many times, but I don't know why. Like, I really have like a feeling in my stomach. I don't know if it's anxiety. I don't know if I'm just anxious to listen to the songs or whatever. But, or maybe it's just because I haven't done, like, a stream with this many people in it in a while. Almost 500 of you guys are in here. So yeah, I just want to say thank you guys for the support. Thank you guys for enjoying the videos. RTX is coming around, so there's going to be more information and news for me to bring you guys in terms of RWBY Volume 5. Red vs. Blue is going really well. I'm going to be getting back to, gaming streams and things like that. But I'm just glad that you guys are still down for live streams, of this nature. Like, whether, when it comes to RWBY and stuff like that. And why do I still hear Penny's voice? Penny, what are you doing right now?
Salutations!
Wait, why is it still going? I don't understand. I literally took the source off. Oh my gosh. I think you guys can still hear. Can you guys still hear her? I'm pretty sure you guys still can hear her. What the heck? How is this possible? I literally got rid of the source, so I don't know how her being able to do that is still a thing. Unless I'm supposed to get rid of it across everything. Hold on, give me 1 second. Let me remove you. Alright, and that should be it. Should be it. I'm not sure if it is it. Hold on, give me 1 second. Let me remove you.
Salutations!
No, Penny. Stop. Stop. She's all over this place. I have no idea how to get rid of her.
Salutations!
Even in death, she won't stay dead. Aisha, thank you very much for the super chat comment. I appreciate it. Thank you very, very much.
We're not here for your money.
Hold on.
Keep up.
Oh my gosh. Guys. Oh, thank you very much for that. Modern Era guy. Thank you for the $10 donation. Keep it up. I appreciate it very much. All right, guys. So what I'm going to try to do, I need to try to find a way to stop Penny. Just because she's kind of making... Or what I can just ask is for you guys who are already here, don't follow the... geez, that's kind of weird to say. Don't follow the stream because Obviously, if you want to follow the stream, you have the right to do so, but it's going to interfere with the live stream, like me listening to the songs and everything. So if you guys can just refrain from doing that until later in the stream, I'd really appreciate it. I honestly wasn't expecting this to happen as like this. Afroman MLC, how much are you anticipating RWBY Volume 5? Well, to be completely honest, I think I just want to say, I'm not really anticipating a lot right now because I know we're going to get something next month at RTX. Whether it's a trailer or, you know, the first episode or what have you, new character designs and, you know, all that stuff. We're going to get something in a couple of weeks. So the anticipation for me is settled right now because I know that there is something to look forward to. It's going to be after RTX that I'm going to get really, really antsy because at that point, we're not going to get anything until probably October. Unless they do something at New York Comic-Con or any other conventions that they go to. Alrighty. Somebody followed the stream. It says Penny Shut Up has followed. Thank you, I appreciate that. But yeah, so we are going to okay, so I want you guys' opinion really quick on how I should do this. I can either listen to all of the songs in order, like one after the other, or I can listen to a song, talk about it, then move to the next song, talk about it, etc., etc. So would you rather it be like continuous, or would you rather me listen to a song and then talk about it before I move on to the next one? By the way, this stream will probably be going on for about like 3 or 4 hours, depending on how much I have to talk about. Listen, then talk, listen, then talk. In order, listen, then talk. Okay. Oh my god. Yeah, so once I start this, I'm going to enable slow chat because I can barely read what you guys are saying. And there's 500 people in here. So thank you guys very much for the support on that level as well. Song, then discussion. Okay. All right. So I will listen to a song and then I will stop it and then talk about it. So that's how we're going to do this. I've already done, slow chat will be enabled in a few moments. Yeah, so it's going to be a comment every 45 seconds. I might actually extend that to 45 seconds is good. That way people can still comment while the song is going on instead of 3 comments per song. So, less than 1,000, we have failed. Nah, it's all good. Honestly, that's really good, especially since, like, there's nothing really RWBY going on aside from this live stream discussion, aside from the soundtrack dropping. And we probably won't get anything else until, you know, RTX. So I do appreciate it either way. It's very successful. In my eyes, that is a huge success. And we haven't even dove into the songs yet. And obviously, this is mainly because a lot of people aren't going to be able to watch all of this, or some people aren't able to be here live. So this will be uploaded to my YouTube channel after it's finished. So 88con88, thank you very much for the follow. And without further ado, I think we should start. All right, give me 1 second. You know what? I think I'm just gonna add Penny back because
we're not here for your money.
Hold on.
Nice to see they made all the songs in individual downloads. P, can we guess which song you will cry during and win a prize? Also do one song at a time.
Okay. Yeah, that's the route that I was gonna be going anyway. So give me 1 second. I'll actually just put it back in here. It really doesn't matter at this point. All right, so Penny is back, or she should be back, and you should also be seeing the notifications that for the donations that I did. Thank you very much, Jehudi? I really don't know how to pronounce that. I'm gonna say J for short. Thank you very much for that, for the $4 donation. Ruby Moon Rose. Hey, Murder. Longtime fan of yours. I love all of RWBY songs. Which is your favorite from each volume so far? So, Volume 1, my favorite songs are Wings and I May Fall. Those are my absolute favorite songs. I think, honestly, Volume 1 is my favorite soundtrack. Mainly because it was the first time I had ever experienced something like a soundtrack along with like an animated show or series that was like kick-ass music. Like the first time hearing Casey, first time hearing Jeff, and being a part of like RWBY as it was growing. So Wings and I May Fall from Volume 1. Volume 2 is really tough. Volume 2 would probably be Die and Sacrifice. I think those are my favorite songs there. And then the other Luke sent a comment. I also happen to be a Luke Smith, your move. Oh, he sent a super comment. All right, hold on, let me go back up and see if I can find that.
Salutations!
Hey, thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. All right. So so volume 2 would be like Die and Sacrifice. Volume 3 would be Cold, Not Fall in Love with You, and like I feel like Cold is personal, so I don't really want to put that in the same vein as like the songs of the soundtrack. So Cold, Not Fall in Love with You, and I think those two, honestly. At the end of the day, I think it's those two songs that are really, really good right now. And the song I'm most anticipating to listen to on this soundtrack is Like Morning Follows Night. I've wanted to hear that song ever since it was in episode, I think it's episode 3. You know, with Blake and Sun fighting the sea dragon Grim. So I think like Morning Follows Night is my most anticipated song of this soundtrack. But then again, I also Bad Luck Charm. Just because, you know, Crow's fucking awesome and I'd love to learn and understand more about him. Aisha, thank you for the super chat comment. We're armed and ready. Alrighty. So, without further ado, let me know at any point if the music is too loud. I'm not really going to be talking that much during a song going on just because I want to be able to listen to the lyrics and gather as much information as I can to formulate a discussion immediately after. But I do have images to complement whatever song I'll be listening to. So the first song, hold on, let me pull up my iTunes here. All right, here we go. The first song is going to be Let's Just Live. So obviously this is the intro of the volume, and I'm just gonna have the image here mainly for like awareness so people know like what song it is and whatnot. Oh, my heart is literally like pounding right now. I don't know if it's nerves or what it is, but oh yeah, it's super slow chat. Okay, thank you for reminding me. All right, give me 1 second. Enable. Boom. All right, slow mode is now enabled. Thank you very much for reminding me. Okay. All right. All right, we're gonna be starting in 3. Let me know how the audio is, by the way. We're gonna be starting in 3, 2, 1, now. It used to feel like a fairy tale. Now it seems we were just pretending. On our way to a happy ending. I'll turn up a little bit. Oh, someone said a little lower. A bit louder? Okay.
takes an unexpected turn. A friend is suddenly gone. We can cry our lives away, but if they were here they'd say, go forward, we must keep moving on.
Yo, Jeff is so nasty on a guitar.
Just one day, let's forget about our problems. Let's fall in love with life and just be free. The sun will never fade, the night won't steal our day. Let's dance and laugh and love and let's just live.
Oh my god! Hold on a second. Hold on. My thing's on random, by the way. Oh my god, that song was so great. Oh, hold on. Give me 1 second. I need to take my shuffle off. It instantly went to the volume 2 scores. Alright. So I was not expecting that. I was not expecting that second half and that part in the middle. God damn it! God damn it, Jeff. Like, the intro, we only got the first part. But the intro was kind of like, it talked about, like, obviously the members of the show, like the characters going through, you know, the events of Volume 3, and, you know, how are they going to move on? How are they going to get past all the hurt and all the pain, and how are they going to move forward with losing their friends and losing their sense of safety and security? And it was very hopeful, you know, the song, when I first listened to it, when Volume 4 started, it was a very hopeful, like, they can get through this, you know, RWBY and Yang and Blake and Weiss and Jean and Team Juniper and everybody else can get through this. They just have to, you know, live their life, you know, they have to learn from their experiences. They have to, you know, they have to move forward with pain and with loss and with losing people. And that second verse, or rather the third verse that came in with just Casey and that solo it felt very personal. You know, it was like we lost somebody, you know, we lost Monty, and it was like the saddest day of my life, and just seeing the community be so supportive and everyone talking about their experiences and what the show means to them and what Rooster Teeth means to them and what Monty's vision and what Monty and what RWBY means to them. It was like, I felt that same way. I was like, how are we going to get through this? Like, how are we going to go on? You know? And that's why that song, that part was so, it hit me so hard, because it was like we've all been there. We've all been there. Like, all of us here have experienced that. And I just didn't think it would be in the first fucking song. I didn't think that, I was like, what are people talking about? Like, prepare for feels. Like, what do you mean? And then, but yeah, this was This was a really powerful first song, a really powerful intro. When you think about it as a whole, you know, like, and even if you put it into context with the show, you know, we all go through bullshit. You know, we all go through day-to-day lives, some easier than others, but you have to find something worth fighting for. You have to find something worth going on for, whether it's a person or, you know, or a goal or an ambition or a dream
We're
or something.
Not here for your money.
I win. Knew you'd cry during that part. For a penny and Monty forever.
Yeah, you know me. You guys know me really well. You guys know me too well to know that. Thank you very much for that message. But there's another thing that I don't think a lot of you guys know. There's an Easter egg in this song, and I'm gonna go back to it, and I want you guys to pay very close attention. Okay? I'm actually gonna go straight to where it is. There's an Easter egg that Monty put in here, and not a lot of people know about that. What we do in life often transcends ourselves, for there is no futility even in death, Monty. I feel like this is a very appropriate quote for this song. It really is, you know, like, he's been gone for 2 years now, but, like, I've never felt, like, closer to him and to his work and to the community, and I'm just happy that this is, like, the best community I've ever been a part of. Like, I feel like, straight up, the Rooster Teeth community is, like, the best in the world. I've never seen a more close-knit, supportive family before. Yeah, we have our differences. Yeah, we bicker and bitch over, like, things like shippings and, you know, just basic stuff. But at the end of the day, we all love the same thing. And, like, I feel incredibly close to all of you who, you know, watch my videos and watch my content, and I've never met majority of you, you know, and I feel like we're all friends, and we're all a part of the same thing, and we all love the same thing, and we all support the same thing. And it comes back to him, you know, like, I wouldn't, if it wasn't for Monty, I would have never gotten to Rooster Teeth. I would have never gotten to RWBY. I wouldn't be here right now doing a discussion, doing my volume 3 and 4 reactions, reviews, live streams, etc. if it wasn't for this show, if it wasn't for him and his creativity and his passion. So it's like, after so long, you know, 2 years, you know, 2 years without him, it's like he's still with us, and he's still, you know, he's still a huge part of all of our lives, and I'm really grateful for that, and I'm really happy that Jeff put something like that and did, you know, something like that to remind us all that we're just as relatable as these characters, you know, be it Penny, be it Pyrrha, or be it Monty. From our perspective, we can resonate with these characters and what they're going through, you know, because it hit closer to home than we could have ever thought, you know. Kedrex, as Monty would say, never stop moving forward. Exactly. Absolutely. I will always be here. I will always be here. I will always be making videos. As long as RWBY is going on, I will continue to make videos. And as long as you guys are here to support me and to help me reach that goal and you know, be a part of that growth with me, I'll never stop. I'll constantly be moving forward. But for those of you who don't know, there is a Easter egg that Jeff put at the end of the first chorus line. That was in the original. That was in the opening. It's right here. I'll play it for you, and then I'll play it initially, and then I'll explain what it was, and then I'll run it back. All right. So here it is. Right here. So, that line, if you put it in like an acronym form, move onward, not there yet. MONTY. Jeff put a Monty Ohm reference, Easter egg, in this song. Like even before the full song was done, like even before that verse that we got. Move onward, not there yet. And I couldn't, I was blown away once I found out about that. I was like, holy shit, like, we've heard that line over and over and over again, during the volumes, we listened to it again, when we were playing the song on the commentaries, on the Blu-ray, DVD, and I thought that was incredible that like he's still there, he's still here, he's still a part of everything that is going on with the show, even though he's no longer with us, physically, of course. But I just wanted to share that because I know that's like a really hard thing to pick up on, and I know it's something that a lot of people would have really appreciated to know. So, yeah, there's a Monty reference. Move onward, not there yet. So let's just live. I just really love that attention and just the little things that he puts in there for. That song really screwed me up, dude. Okay, I want to just know, is there any other feels trips that I'm going to be going on in this soundtrack? Because I think Home will be another one that will hit me just because, like, of what I've heard of it in the actual volume. We all die. Our goal isn't to live forever. The goal is to create something that will. Monty Ohm. We all have something that we fight for, so let's keep moving forward. Thank you very much for that, Ian. I do appreciate it. And it's like, the quotes were just like, they transcend time, it was almost like Monty knew his limit on time. That's why he like worked so hard, and everything that he mentions is like, no matter what happens, your work and everything that you do will transcend beyond you even being alive. And like that quote mentions, we all die. The whole point and our goal of living is to leave something behind that will live forever. And I just love how it all comes around full circle, for him especially. Alrighty. All right. That was a really big first step into the soundtrack. I will say that. But the next song we're going to be listening to... Oh, the next song! Like Morning Follows Night. So this is my most anticipated song of the soundtrack. I've been hoping and, looking forward to this song ever since we heard it, like I said, in Chapter 3 a little while ago. So, Like Morning Follows Night is the next song. And I'm pretty sure I'm going to be listening to this song on repeat, on a loop forever, until the next soundtrack. But we're going to be starting this in 3, 2, 1, now. Alrighty.
You don't know what it's like to live in shadow.
Oh my god, from Shadows.
Always regretting what you've done. Spending time counting every little mistake, knowing it's always easier to run.
Yeah, she always runs.
Don't have to spend
Oh, is this...
looking backward. We've been through this over and over again. You can't just wish it away. The past is the past, it'll never change. That was before, this is now, and when we have a chance to make it better if we try.
Oh, but I will not endanger one more friend.
You're free to do the things you want, but listen, so am I.
I made the choice.
And now I make it mine. Go where you need to. No, I won't leave you.
I'll follow you like morning follows night. You can run.
Oh my god, I love this song!
One thing I won't do is to let you go alone to face the fight.
I love this song.
Hard to know when to turn when your life's a disaster. Trying to start all over again.
I love this song so much.
Just look ahead. Yesterday is gone. I know you think you're being selfless, but you're not.
I refuse to risk another's pain again.
The pain is when you shut me out. Take off on your own.
This moment right here.
You never walk alone.
Oh.
You'll never understand what I feel.
Oh, Lamar!
Being me, all the struggles, all the fights, long days, longer nights, trying to search for this happiness, lost in the life, but it seems that it's all just out of my sight, just out of my reach. Can't seem to get right, like I'm cursed with the turbulence placed in my life. Can't push a pull, it's stuck up in this pit cycle of pain, all the stress in my brain. I'm just trying to maintain, keep from going insane, but no matter what I do, the cries go unheard, yet I still believe in you. Every breath, every word, every smile, every glance, could be another chance that you finally see the love that is me. So until that time, I'll follow every day, every step of the way, and continue to say,
Oh my God! I won't leave you. I follow you like morning follows night. Until your pain's through. One thing I want you. Holy shit, dude! Yo, that song was fucking lit, dude. That song was so fucking good. Holy shit. I was not expecting Lamar to come in with the fucking fire, dude. Oh my God. Yo, I need to go back and listen to that freestyle rap. Oh, fucking Lamar, dude. I'm so happy he's in this soundtrack. Holy shit, I was not expecting that at all. They took Blake and Son's conversation from chapter 11. Yeah, like, so essentially, I was just about to say that. I was like, that entire song was literally their conversation. And I find it really funny that I used this episode, this thumbnail for the episode, from the episode that's depicted of this song, because the song was played in chapter 3, but the conversation that's going on in the song is from chapter 11. So yeah, like, that song is literally just a compressed version of Blake and Son's conversation.
Calm down.
Oh,
We're not here for your money.
RWBY music is love. RWBY music is life.
Alpha Dragon, thank you so much, dude. I appreciate that. Thank you very much. Absolutely. RWBY is love. RWBY is life, dude. That was such a great song. Holy shit. And that song was the one song I was looking forward to more than any other. Like, the other song that I'm looking forward to is Bad Luck Charm. But, like, I can't believe how good that song was. And, like, I loved the chorus just because, like, that was the only thing that we heard from the, episode. And I did an interview with Jeff during Volume 4. And he was talking about what we heard of this song in chapter 3. That was all he had written for the song, because originally what he was going to do, and this song has the same kind of tempo as From Shadows. This song was originally, like, when he first started coming up with the concept for this song, he was originally going to make it From Shadows Part 2, because we have a Red Like Roses Part 2, we have a Mirror Mirror Part 2. It would only make sense to have, like, a From Shadows Part 2 and then eventually an I Burn Part 2, which I think Armed and Ready could technically be considered, like, the I Burn Part 2, but I really, really loved the song. Like, again, it's about the dynamic of Blake and Son, and mainly from Son's perspective of being a supportive friend and being like, look, if you're going through some shit, it's never good to go through something you know, that she's been through, because at the end of the day, Blake is like the most mature. I would say she's the most mature character out of anybody in the show. Like, out of Team RWBY, like, out of the students. She's seen the most real, she's seen, like, real life. Like, she hasn't been sheltered by anything. Like, she's gone through war, she's gone through discrimination, racism, prejudice, you know, as being a faunus. And I feel like because she's gone through so much at such a young age, it kind of like hardens her to grow up and deal with all of those things by herself, because that's how she's always been. Even when she was in the White Fang, her parents left, she called them cowards, and she kind of saw them as like being the wrong in that situation, stayed with the White Fang, did everything herself, and now she's trying to still do that, even though it's more than she can chew. And from Sun's perspective, he's being just a supportive friend, regardless of the relationship of them, regardless of the romantic interests. This is literally one friend looking out for another and being like, look, when you go through some shit, your friends are there to help you. They want to help you by choice. That's something that you can't make for them. If they want to help you, that's on them. You just have to accept it. You know, it's like, you can make, and he even says it, and it's in the lyrics, you can make your choices, sure, but you don't get to make ours. You know, when your friends fight for you, it's because they want to. And it's Blake's way of kind of lashing out, of being,
Calm down.
The last time this
We're not here
happened,
for your
I got a
money.
friend hurt.
This Life Is Mine is the best song on the soundtrack.
Oh, really? I'm looking forward to that then. But yeah, like, I just really think that, like, this song is just a great dynamic for Blake and Sun, because personally, I feel like they complement each other really well. Like, Sun's a goof. Sun's like a goof off, you know, he's a dork, he's you know, he's just like a pretty laid back dude from what we've seen of the first 3 volumes, but this moment right here just shows the level of maturity that he has. You know, this was like a really first serious moment that we had with Sun, and you know, it wasn't really anything to take lightly, because it was like, he risked his life to save, you know, to make sure Blake was okay, and he went off, like, from his own team or whatever to make sure she was fine, because obviously he cares about her. You know, it could be as a friend, it could be as something more, and I'm not trying to push a ship or anything, but it's obvious. It's absolutely obvious. And, you know, I don't think Sun would do this, you know, willingly, like, get attacked and, you know, almost potentially be in harm's way if it wasn't for, you know, if he didn't really care for her. So I loved how this song, I love the way that this song portrayed that dynamic, and basically took the entire events that they had in episode 11 and just put it in the version of a song. I really, really, really liked how that went. Friendship is the best ship. That's really true. Thank you, Dice Lord. But yeah, I this is by far my favorite song, and I know I'm saying that like 3 songs in basically, but this was my most anticipated song, and it did not disappoint at all. Absolutely loves. And then fucking Lamar, like, he's in I Burn. I know he does a lot of music for Red vs. Blue, which I'm catching up to that. Hopefully I'll be able to listen to that in the future. But it's a very special treat whenever you get Lamar Hall on a song. Like, it just is, like, no questions. It's always a treat when you listen, when Lamar Hall is on the soundtrack. And he was also on the Laser Team soundtrack too, which I really loved hearing him on that. Like, he just delivers every single time. And just love the work that he does. So that was a really special treat. I was not expecting that at all. Spitfire Blast. Holy shit, there's almost 700 people in here. Holy crap. Yeah, he was in Caffeine also. So he was in I Burn. He's in Caffeine. I don't think he was in any songs of Volume 3. Unless I'm just drawing a blank. But yeah, I think Caffeine was the last song that he was in for RWBY at least. Oh my gosh, that was really great, and I definitely, I'm gonna be listening to that song like nonstop every single day. Awesome stream. I get to listen to some great music while I work. Oh, sweet, dude. Working hard or hardly working? Oh my gosh. Oh, there's over 700 people. Welcome, guys. Thank you for joining. I appreciate it very, 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 very much. Alright, so the next song we're gonna listen to, I really fucking loved that song. Bad Luck Charm. Holy shit, dude, back to back. Alright, so this is the next song that I'm really looking forward to, and obviously Bad Luck Charm alludes to crow semblance. So expecting something regarding that. So let us begin. We're going to be starting in 3, 2, 1, now. Oh, hold on. Oh, so this was like the OST that was playing before Tyrion and Crow started fighting. I didn't know that was a part of the. I didn't know that was officially a part of the song.
Murder pushing Son X Blake. FNDM flame time. XPDD.
No, none of that. I'm not really a shipper. I really don't. Shipping is the last thing I really care about in the show, to be completely honest. I mean, I like it, but it's not really something that I focus on. That skirt length. Oh yeah, let me change the image. That's right. There we go.
Is your reward for being near me? Won't be a friend when I'm around. Before the tragedy that follows, the situations I surround. I'm a harbinger, no one cannot lie. I will change the color of your life. I don't mean to bring you pain, but I will just wait.
I can't explain. Ooh, just bring you on. I'm an albatross, a mirror broken. I'm your bad luck charm. Alright.
Hang my head and come to sorrow. On every day you need a light to see some fortune in tomorrow. Just wait till every night. Trust one thing, take my advice. If you linger close, it's a hefty price. You and I are not the same. You don't want the burden of my name. I'll just bring you on a cusp like I'm an albatross on a mirror broken. Sad to say, I'm your bad charm. A guaranteed catastrophe. A tear that's bound to fall. The shark train wreck, and you'll soon regret the day I came to call.
Wow, dude! I love this song. Yo, Jeff is nasty on the guitar. Holy shit, that song is so fucking hype. That song is so hype, dude. Hold on a sec, I want to go back to a certain part. Holy shit, dude, that song is like just as cool as Crow is. Vic Mignogna, who is the voice of Uncle Crow, sings anime covers. Oh my god! No fucking way, dude. Yo, he should literally sing this song. This is literally his theme song. Ah. Oh my god, this song is like... So, the one thing that I'm, like, extremely interested in is, like, he says, you don't want to have the burden of my name. And crows are a sign of bad luck, from what he mentioned. Like, crows are a sign of bad luck. So, in one type of tradition, crows are seen as bad luck. But in another type of religion, ravens are seen as good luck. And Crow mentioned that his semblance is how he got his name. So that would mean that he didn't have a name before he found out about his semblance. And it's because they were raised by tribes. And tribes are, like I've mentioned this in the past, but tribes, like I usually think of like Indian tribes. They're more on the level, like naming a person is more of like a spiritual blessing than just a form of identification. Like, or a means of identifying yourself. Like, a lot of Indian tribes have like rain or waterfall, or their name translates to something of nature. And I think that's similar to the tribes that they were a part of. And they're twins. So if Crow got his name from his semblance being bad luck, it almost makes me believe that because ravens, the birds, are a sign of good luck, Raven got her name for being a good luck charm. You know? And maybe, just maybe, they both have passive semblances. Crow's is misfortune, Raven's is, luck. But when they come together, when they're together, their semblances cancels each other out. That would be very interesting. Because, and here's a follow-up, because if Team Stark was together, and they were all like, they got along well, etc., that would make sense for Summer, Ty, Crow, and actually, let me get rid of this image really quick so I don't have to be like confined. So, like Crow, Ty, Summer, and Raven, they would all be together, right? But Ty mentioned that that Raven drove their team apart. So let's just say you have all four of them, and they're all together, and they're all awesome, and they're all happy, and they're all friends. Let's just say, for instance, when they're together, Crow and Raven's semblances cancel each other out. Now take Raven out of the equation. Now you have Crow, who's a bad luck charm, bringing misfortune to everyone around him. That could be why this team essentially dispersed. Crow semblance could potentially be an indirect cause of what caused Summer to die. And, ever since then, Ty has never been able to really recover from that. So I really do think that his semblance is has a lot more weight to it than just, I'm a bad, I bring misfortune to my enemies, which is good in a fight. And he also mentioned too, he said his semblance makes it hard on friends and family. So, you can just look at it that way. If Raven's semblance is good luck and she left and Ty and Crow stuck around, he's just bringing misfortune to those around him. So, I'm wondering. I'm not saying Crow's semblance led to Summer's death. I'm saying it could have been a factor. It could have been a factor in whatever led to those steps happening, because we do know that passive semblances are a thing and he can't control it. Obviously, it's most likely based on proximity or based on, how involved you are with the wielder, I guess, to some extent. But yeah, those are just my thoughts on it. I love the song. Too short for my liking, honestly. I wish they had a little bit more to talk about or a little bit more to explore with Crow, just because he's one of my favorite characters. I have a really big affinity to him, and as you guys can fucking see, I have his weapon, so I love Crow. I love him to death. He's like the uncle everybody wants. He's super fucking cool, chill. He doesn't take shit from anybody. He's an awesome huntsman. He has a fucking scythe that we barely really got to see. I really want to be able to see it a lot more in future seasons. So he's got a lot of potential. He's a part of Team Stark, which I feel like everybody and their mother wants like a flashback of Team Stark. Personally, I do. And since we got like a legitimate flashback episode with Kuro Yuri, I'm pretty sure Rooster Teeth will do a flashback episode of Team Stark, like learning about their upbringings, them being together in school, being huntsmen. I would like
down.
Oh,
we're not
that
here
actually...
for your money.
Oh, okay, it's a link. Alrighty. Oh, is that the link that you sent with Vic Mignogna? Yeah, Vic Mignogna with I think that's the link that you sent me. I will definitely check that out after the stream. All right. Ashley Morales, hey, do you mind messaging me on Twitter? I really need to ask you something very important about your future cosplay. Yeah, sure. I'll absolutely get back to you. DM me on Twitter just so I have it in my DMs, and I'll get back to you on that. But yeah, Crow's fucking cool. Love the song. Wish it was a little bit longer. I love the chorus to it. Like, I'm a cursed black cat, I'm an albatross, a mirror broken. Like, all of those things are just, like, superstitions that lead to bad luck. I just love those nods to his semblance, which were great. So, that is the third song down. So, the next song, and apparently this is the quote-unquote best song in the soundtrack from what you guys have mentioned, is This Life Is Mine by Weiss. This was the song that she sung at the concert, I believe in episode 4, I believe. So, looking forward to this. Hold on a second. All right. What's an albatross? An albatross is, I think it's like a bird. It's like a bird, I think. Like a bird creature. It's like an animal, but it's basically a bird. And crow's a crow, so that kind of works. Episode 6. Okay. I thought, what? No, what am I saying? No, episode 4 was family. That's my favorite episode. Episode 4 is my favorite episode. That's probably why I said it. But anyways, hope you guys enjoy. We're going to start in 3, 2, 1, now. Weiss has had so much fucking development. I think every volume she's had a song on the soundtrack that reflects, like, her dynamic and her development since the start of the show, which I absolutely love. Weiss is my favorite character on Team RWBY. Mirror.
Can you hear me? Do I reach you? Are you even listening?
Yeah, the mirror that she confided in.
There's a part of me that's desperate for changes, tired of being treated like a pawn. But there's a part of me that stares back from inside the mirror.
Yes.
Part of me that's scared I might be wrong, that I can't be strong.
Hell no, you're strong as fuck. You have a summon. Oh, this is this chorus. Okay, this is the concert. Oh, this is different. What? What?
The world the way you told me to, but I was young and didn't have a way to know the truth. Born to live your legacy, existing just to fill your needs, a casualty.
Holy shit.
Of this so-called family that you have turned into a travesty.
Papa Shri! Fuck you, Papa Shri!
Won't intend to suffer any longer. Here's where your dominion falls apart. I'm shattering the mirror that kept me split in pieces, that stood between my mind and my heart. This is where I'll start. I'm on your head, not
found guilty of your crimes. Your riches and your influence can't hold me anymore. I won't be possessed, burdened by a royal test. I will not surrender this life. Oh my god, this song! Holy shit, dude!
Shame that it took so long to rescue me from the guilt you used to tie me to your family tree. I guess your training failed, you're not in charge, I'm free. Your patriarchal prison won't hold me.
Oh my god, Weiss.
Conversation's finally over, mirror, mirror, now we're done. I pull myself together now, my mind and heart are one.
Fuck, dude!
I'm not your bad.
Oh my god! I was fucking guilty of your crime. Your riches and your influence can't hold me anymore. I won't be possessed, burdened by a royal test. Oh my god! Best song! Best song! Best song, dude! Best fucking song, dude! Oh my god! Oh my goodness! That song changed on me like 3 different times! I was like, okay, we're getting a slow song. I was like, oh, okay, we're getting like a really, you know, like a really rocky kind of song. And then it just fucking goes off the rails, dude! Oh, what? Yo, Casey is fucking talented as fuck, dude. Oh my god. Tell me Weiss isn't the best character in RWBY right now. Like, tell me she isn't. Like, oh my god. Oh my god, dude. Like, that song. I don't even know where to begin.
Calm down. I'm not here for your money.
I told you, it's so hype.
I love how it's like, I don't even know where to begin, and then Torchwick's like, calm down. Wow. Dude, I am sorry. I am sorry like morning follows night, but this... Oh my god. Unless Home and Bumblebee take it away from me, that's the best song on the soundtrack, without a doubt. Like, without a fucking doubt, dude. Thank you, Roman Torchwick. Hold on, dude.
Conversation's finally over, mirror, mirror, now we're done. I pull myself together now, my mind and heart are one.
My mind and heart are one?
I'm not your bad, not another thing you own. I was never guilty of your crimes. Your riches and your influence can't hold me anymore. I won't be possessed, burdened by a royal test. I will not surrender, this life is
Shit, dude. Oh my god. Oh my god. Dude. Oh my god. So, all right, I need to talk about this song now. Hold on. Let me get rid of this image. Next song is going to be Home. I get chills every time I hear this song. Dude, you're not the only one. Weiss rocking out at the charity concert confirmed. Damn straight. I'm certain everyone is listening along their hype. Dude, I cannot believe how good that song is. And it's to a character no more deserving to a character than Weiss. Like, Weiss, bro, you want to talk about like character development, right? The first thing that I love about this song is that she's talking to the mirror. Mirror, mirror. My God. Mirror, tell me something. Tell me who's the loneliest of all. She's talking to the mirror back when she was originally at home, before she ever left, before she ever went to Beacon, before she ever started caring about other people and kind of getting out of the bubble that is Atlas. And the best thing that I love is that it's her from the perspective after everything that she's been through, going back to that same mirror and being like, things are different, you know? Like, I'm not the same person standing in front of this mirror that I was before I left. And it's incredible. It's incredibly powerful to see someone go through such a metamorphosis over 4 years. Obviously, 4 years our time, but in the course of the show, 4 years, right? Weiss was a fucking bitch. Weiss was the fucking Ice Queen, dude, before she even got that title. In the second episode, we got Mirror Mirror. We found out that there's more to her than meets the eye. She puts up a front, you know. It was Charfox who mentioned her like, the type of person she is. She's like a pineapple. That's what Charfox mentioned. Really great YouTuber. I highly recommend you guys check him out. He's catching up on RWBY. He's on volume 3 right now. And he mentioned that Weiss's personality is like a pineapple, where it's rough on the outside, but really sweet on the inside. And that's how she was in volume 1. She put up this front. She put up walls. She was very cold and harsh to people, but she was basically doing, you know, that's how her life was elsewhere. And she was just like, oh, you know, my influence is going to be the same no matter where I go. And it wasn't until RWBY, Weiss, it wasn't until RWBY, Blake, Yang, Beacon, Team Juniper, and her interaction with other characters, her talk with Professor Port, and all these influences that really kind of made her see that, like, you don't have to be that way. You don't have to be something you're not, or you don't have to be something that you're being forced into, you know? When I first saw Winter, the second I saw Winter, I was like, that explains it. That is exactly why Weiss is the way she is, because that's how Winter was. You know, when Winter first came to the school, she was very cold, and I didn't like her at first. I was like, I really don't like how you're talking to your family, you know what I mean? She was talking to Weiss with, like, authority, and as if, like, I don't know, she wasn't talking like a loving family member, like a sister. But then it wasn't until we got that time behind the scenes that we actually saw that she's a really caring older sibling. And I love how this was just a fuck you to Papa Schnee. And what's even funnier was that if you listen to this song during the concert, this is literally like a diss track to her dad, and her dad is just in the stands like, good on you. Like, are you even listening to the song? She's telling you that she's not putting up with your shit anymore. And I just love, I love Weiss so much because, oh boy. Boy, can I relate to her, man. You guys probably would never believe me if I told, like, you guys would probably never believe me, but I was a bad fucking kid when I was younger. I was a terrible person when I was younger. Like, when I was a teenager, I was just a terrible kid. I put my mother through hell, like, more so than any kid should do. You know, I got in trouble a lot. Wasn't that great in school. I was rolling with, you know, a bad crowd, really. Not a bad crowd, but I identify with all of the things that I've done in my past, and to see what I was like when I was younger, to see where I am now, it really, 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 really puts into perspective how much I appreciate Weiss, because it's like, that's like a part of me. Like, Weiss is a part of me. Because Weiss was like a bitch, and Weiss never got along with people, and all of this other stuff, and like, I know what that's like, you know? I know what it's like being a terrible kid. I know what it's like to lie, you know, and steal and do stuff like that, because I used to do that when I was a teenager, you know? I used to be if I had the power to go back in time, I would fucking destroy my younger self. I would literally just grab myself and be like, stop being a fucking idiot, grow up. Like, I really hate how I was in the past, but it's because I know what I was like that I empathize and sympathize so much with people who are growing up, because it's like, you know, you grow out of that. And I really, really like that. That's why I love Weiss so much, because it was like, you are so different than what you used to be. And I'm so much different than what I used to be. That's why I love Weiss so much. That's why I resonate with her. That's why she's my favorite character. Like, nothing hits closer to home for me than Weiss. And Jean also, because Jean, I used to get bullied a lot when I was younger. So, and the whole Cardin arc really made me gravitate to Jean, because I didn't have a lot of confidence when I was young either. So, like, Weiss and Jean are probably my favorite, like, in terms of personal relatability. But it's like I'm watching myself, like, grow through Weiss for the first time. Like, it's obviously a little bit different for her, because it's more on her family and more on her family influence over her versus, you know, her living the life she wants. But I know completely well what she goes through as a character. I know what she's going through, because I've gone through something in a very similar fashion. And thank God that I fucking grew up, and thank God that I had the people in my life when I did to change my life around. And thank God that I'm on the right path now, and I'm a good person, and, you know, I live my life the way I want to, and I don't, you know, I'm not really influenced by anyone or anything. I'm very solidified in who I am as a person. And I'm really glad that Weiss is growing to that to become that character as well. I feel like she already is. You know, she's like leaving home. She knows what she has to do. She's going to the extent to do what she wants. She's no longer binded by her dad, binded by responsibilities of being the heiress anymore. So at the end of the day, it's like, well, I can just go do what I want now, because I'm not tied down by anything. Yeah, I love this song. Absolutely. You guys really know me too well. Like, a lot of you guys were like, this will be your favorite song by the time you finish listening to it. By the time I finish listening to it, I'm already chanting best song on the soundtrack. And I thought it was going to be like Morning Follows Night, because that was the song I was most anticipated for. I was looking forward to that song more than any other song. Oh my God, that was such a great song. Hold on, I want to listen to the chorus one more time before we move on to Home. Oh my God, that was such a good song! I'm not your pet, not another thing you own. I was never guilty of your crime. Your riches and your influence can't hold me anymore. I won't be possessed, but by your text. I will not surrender this life. Such a great fucking song, dude. Alright, next song we're listening to. Oh, don't do this to me. Please don't do this. But I know that when I'm with you, I'm at home.
Hush your cries.
Aww.
Close your eyes. Stay with me. Let's just dream quietly of what might be. Calm your fear. I'll be near to you. I'll cling. Rest, my friend. Time but I can make this promise. You won't be alone. I don't know where we should go, just feeling farther from our goals. I don't know what path we will be shown, but I know that when I'm with you, I'm at home. Yes, I know that when I'm with you, I'm at home.
Ah!
There's a quiet place in my embrace, a haven of safety where I'll dry your tears, shelter here in my care. But even when we stumble, and someday when we fall, what I will remember that I had you through it all. I don't know where we should go, just feeling farther from our goal. I don't know what path we will be shown, but I know that when I'm with you, I'm at home. Yes, I know that when I'm with you, I'm at home. Yes, I know that when I'm with you, I'm at home.
That song is literally like how I feel about this show. I like mentioned this a long time ago. Like when I first started doing RWBY reviews, like with volume 1, I think, before any of you guys knew who I was, I was like, I don't know how to put this into words. I like when people tell me, you know, like when my friends tell me, like, why do you like RWBY so much? And I get people that ask me that. They don't think it's anything crazy, or they don't think it's anything revolutionary or groundbreaking or hype or whatever. And people are just like, why is it that you like RWBY so much? Like, I get that question a lot. Like, what is it about RWBY that makes you love it so much? Like, enough to talk about it on numerous occasions, enough to make videos about it. And it's like, it's not something I can express in words. Like, literally, my go-to response is, when I'm watching RWBY, like, I'm at home when I'm watching RWBY. Like, I feel comfortable, I feel safe, I feel I feel at peace, I feel unlike anything that I feel with anything else. Like, anything else. And another part of that is because RWBY was something that I started from I've never started anything from the beginning. Like, nothing. I've never been a part of anything from its inception or from its creation and have followed it since. I've always jumped on something, or I've always watched something after the fact, like once it's already done. But like, RWBY was really something that I watched the Red trailer when it first came out, and I was hooked. I watched the 4-color trailers. I watched the first episode. I watched the episodes
Calm
weekly.
down.
I
We're
started
not here
doing
for your
reviews
money.
for it.
So many feels. Thanks for the live stream. Hugs to everyone after home.
So okay, let me look at this song list because 2 songs already. All right, Armed and Ready, Lusus, Naturae, God Forbid is anything but feels, and Bumblebee. And then we also have Boop. I'm gonna listen to Boop. I'm gonna listen to the remixes and the acoustic as well, just for the different style and take on those songs. But like this song, now when people tell me, now when people ask me, Murder or Arnold, what is it about, like, why do you like RWBY so much? What is it about RWBY that makes you love this show so much? I'm gonna send them this song, and I'm gonna be like, listen to this song, and this is a physical manifestation of why I love RWBY. It's something that you can't put into words. It's something that you can't condense it down into a single thought. It's literally an experience, and it's something that I will see through to the end, no matter what happens to the show, no matter what people might say about it, or drastic changes, or what happens to the characters. Like, I'm in it for the long haul. I'm in it to the very end with this show. And that's something that I've never been able to, that's something that I've never felt about anything in my life, ever. Some people will come down to it and people will say like, oh, you're just obsessed. You're an obsessive fan. You're a fanboy. Or, something along those lines. Something very cheap, cheap and not really clever. But, so the hell with it. Then I'm obsessed. Then I'm addicted. Then, I'd rather be a fan of something to the nth degree than be just meh, you know what I mean? Or just go through the motions of everything that happens. For those who are asking, I've been streaming for an hour and a half. I'm streaming for an hour and a half. We're already halfway through the songs already. So probably another hour and a half to get through the rest. Oh my god, I absolutely love this song. Wow, man. Like, that song, so that song is a perfect iteration of, like, how I feel about the show, how I feel about RWBY, and how I feel about everything over the last, going on 5 years now, you know what I mean? RWBY Volume 5 will make, like, the 4-year mark of continuously watching RWBY whenever it comes out, It's 5 years in the making. And, yes, this will be uploaded to my channel it'll be uploaded in a couple, like an hour or so after the live stream ends. But yes, this will be up on the channel. Yeah, Volume 1 came out in the summer of 2013. We are 4 years later. Literally, like, this summer makes 4 years that RWBY's been out. And by Volume 5, it'll be 5 years, dude. 5 fucking years that I've been covering this show with reviews, and then reactions, and then live stream discussions, and I'm doing more for Volume 5, news and announcements,
Calm down.
And
We're not here for your money.
Home almost sounds like Pira is singing it for RNJR, specifically John.
I never thought of that, actually. At that point, I think this can transcend to any character who feels that way about somebody, like Weiss to her sister, or Ty to his kids, or RWBY to her mom, or, something along those lines. I feel like it's a very parental kind of thing, like a maternal, paternal kind of thing, or like Kali and Gira to Blake, or rather the other way around. Like, it just makes you feel really safe. Is the best way it's like the best word I can think of for it. Not safe from danger, but safe in terms of, like, this person it's gonna, I don't know. It's like I said, it's hard to put into words. It really is. Oh, man. Do I ship? No, I don't, actually. Murder, this is a bit off topic, but being your passion for the show, I feel you would fall in love with the show Avatar. Oh, yeah, I'm a huge Avatar fan. I've already seen the original series, The Last Airbender. That's probably one of my top 5 favorite, like, series of all time. That, Harry Potter, RWBY is slowly becoming that, over the years. Once we see, where it ends up by the very end of everything, it'll probably be one of my all-time favorite series as well. I never watched Star Wars, and I've never watched, and this is gonna be blasphemy, right? Never watched Star Wars, never watched Lord of the Rings. And I don't watch those, it's not that I didn't watch them out of choice, it's just never come up to where it's like, oh, I should watch this, or whatever. But I am gonna be getting into Lord of the Rings, actually. I'm gonna be getting into that probably, I can't really give a definitive, but I'll get more into Lord of the Rings than Star Wars. But I know, like, those are big series that people would put up there with Harry Potter and Avatar and stuff like that. But I absolutely loved Avatar.
Calm down. We're not here for your money.
Your live streams are the best. You've got some great fans, Arnold.
Thank you very much. Thank you for the bunch of donations, too. I appreciate that, Dunce. Dunce in a while. That's a funny name. But yeah, I mean, honestly, I have you guys to thank for being so, like, I love that, like, when I put up a video, like, my videos will do, like, super well in terms of, like, reception. Like, I'll get, like, close to, if no dislikes on my videos, and I'll always have positive comments, and I'm honestly really glad that I'm fortunate to have those kind of people be a part of my community. Granted, you guys are I kind of consider myself like a subsection of RWBY, a subsection of Rooster Teeth, because I cover, their content, but I'm really, like, that's the Rooster Teeth community for you. Like, we don't, it's not, like, we're not toxic. We don't try to, crush other people's opinions and hopes and dreams and all that stuff, aside from a few instances with shipping, which I will be talking about shipping, my thoughts about it, etc. Because Bumblebee is it's a very hot button right now with the soundtrack, especially since it came out early, and it's a very controversial topic in the fandom. It causes a lot of issues, a lot of disruption that I feel is unwarranted. So, that's on you guys. So thank you all for being really supportive, really positive, and, making my job, like, a lot easier. Like, I never have to worry about making a video and being like, okay, I have to be careful because people are going to be trolling, and people are going to be throwing insults, and people are going to be disrespecting each other. Like, you guys aren't kids, and that's, like, the one thing I love a lot, is that, like, you guys are very respectable, very mature about everything that goes on the channel, and you guys are very engaged with each other. Even though I can't really respond to 700 people at once, you guys understand that enough to be able, to still enjoy all the content that I put out. And also for people who are watching this after the fact on YouTube, even you guys who are, supportive whenever you guys are able to watch my videos, it goes a long way, and it really shows that what I'm doing is something that people care about. What I'm doing is something that people want content of. And, To be completely honest, we're all in this together, feels and all. True that. Let me check out these. We're all in this together. Hold on a second. I just gotta go back up really quick. Hearts out for feelings at home. Hearts out for feeling at home. What is your favorite ship? Honestly, I don't have a favorite ship. Like I said, I'm going to be getting into shipping and, that whole conversation when I get into Bumblebee, because I'm pretty sure a lot of people want my opinion on Bumblebee, how I feel about it. I haven't listened to it yet, so that's, like, the first thing. I can't really give an opinion on the ship if I haven't listened to the song. Hey, Arnold, love your streams and reactions, have helped me through quite a bit, and for that, I thank you. Well, that's the thing. Like, before I get into the next song, I just want to say, Michael Bernie Burns, right? One of the founders of Rooster Teeth. He gives the best advice. I consider Bernie the dad of Rooster Teeth. It sounds super weird for me to say this, but I consider him like a father figure to me. Because my dad died when I was a freshman. So my dad died when I was really, like, still like a teenager, a kid kind of, and I've never really had like a male figure to look up to growing up, and it wasn't until like I've never really had that. Like I mean I've had people in my life, but in terms of like a role model or a parental figure of that sort, Bernie is like like a fatherly figure to me, in the sense of like he wants what's best for all of us. He wants all of us to do well. The biggest piece of advice that I've ever taken from Bernie that is true to this day is that if you want to make content that you yourself would want to watch. And when I made RWBY, when I started making content for RWBY, I took that to heart. I was like, I would love to watch someone get hyped for RWBY, you know, with reactions. I would love to sit there and watch and listen to somebody talk about an episode, dissecting an episode from start to finish, all of their thoughts, theories, speculations that I can bounce my ideas off of. I would love for somebody to be able to make content, you know, with RWBY, whether it's, you know, AMVs or lyrics for the songs, so I can actually know what the hell is being said, or, you know, news and information if I'm not super caught up on everything. And I just decided...
Calm down.
And I just
Not
decided...
here for your money.
Hold on a second.
Just wanted to say love you, bro. Thank you for everything you do for your fans and the series. Glad to see you doing well and looking forward to the upcoming years.
Thank you very... Is your username Sharingoon? It's a Naruto, but the goon part's what's really funny. But yeah, thank you so much for that. Like I said, like Bernie gave the best advice. He was like, make content that you yourself would want to watch. I love RWBY to death. So instead, I was like, rather than want to find people who are doing that content, I'm going to make that content myself. And if I generate an audience, then that proves that I'm doing something right. I'm doing something that A, I believe in, B, that's something I'm passionate about, and I can't fake that. You know, you can't fake that. You can't fake passion. You can't fake dedication. And it resonates with you guys. It resonates with the 42,000 people who've subscribed to my channel. It resonates with the 700 plus people that are in here now. It resonates with the people who've discovered my channel over the last couple of years since I started doing RWBY with Volume 1. And it just proves that, like, what I do matters. And I remember, and I keep going on a tangent and I apologize, but I remember a time where I didn't have confidence in the channel, and I didn't have confidence in the content that I was doing, despite the fact that people were watching it, just because I was like, oh man, I'm not like a content creator. I'm not like a Markiplier or a Boogie2988 or a Philip DeFranco. How successful am I really? Like, how good is my channel really? You know, I do like 1 or 2 series that I'm really invested in, but what else? But after a while, especially going to RTX last year and seeing firsthand all of the people who I've impacted, hundreds of people who watch my videos, who support what I do, who want me to continue doing it, who look forward to every video that I put out, be it a reaction, a review, a live stream, etc., that you guys gave me that confidence, because I'll tell you, like, aside from my reviews, I was not very confident in my channel at all, and it wasn't until you guys kind of reinforced and reassured me, like, you guys love what I do, and it kind of made me a little bit more confident in what I do and why I do it now. So, in a way, you guys are basically the reason why I do this. Like, before, it was like, I'll do this for me. I'll do this because I would want to see this content myself. But then slowly I built an audience to now it's, I make this content because I know people will appreciate it. And obviously, I love the fucking show, and I love the series, so that's never going to change. But yeah, someone just mentioned drink water, you're drained, and that's absolutely true. The freaking Let's Just Live and Home, 2 songs I was not expecting whatsoever at all to get me feels for the soundtrack. Oh yeah, Charfox is brilliant. Charfox is one of my favorite RWBY YouTubers, and like I said, he's catching up right now, but I implore all of you guys, pull up a second tab right now, type in Charfox, Charfox. And when you have some time, watch his reactions, watch his analyses. Personally, I think, aside from Jake One Man Band, he's probably the best person in the community when it comes to analyzing the show. And he makes me like look at it in a different perspective, because I'm just like, holy shit, I never thought of that before. So absolutely check him out. But with that, oh my gosh, we're going to be getting into the next song. And which is Armed and Ready. We've already heard this song already from the outro, from like the ending credits, but it's a pretty dope song, so I want to listen to it anyway. Hey Arnold, the OP end was White Rose moment. Ship, I guess. It happens every night. I watch my world ignite, but there's no waking from this nightmare. The stage is always set, the place I can't forget, the hidden eyes that I can feel there. Oh my god, I love this riff. To her side, there's nothing that I won't do for her. But this is not a dream, my mind repeats the scene. I can't forget it and it's torture. That was before, but not anymore. I've left it behind. I was doing drums when it's the guitar. I found strength to grow. Whisper to roar. No more crying. It's time for me to soar. Feel like I'm finally unbroken. Feel like I'm back from the dead. My strength back and confidence growing out of my way, 'cause I'm on. Too well, my time of living hell, my enemy would conquer. Set free, live through the tragedy. Now I'm stronger. I am the golden one who burns just like the sun. Next time we meet is your disaster. Your song will be lament, happy ever after. My misery, my agony has taught me to fly. The pain I went through left me with a newborn cry. I live my life like every day's the last. No living in the past. Best days ever. Feel like I'm back from the dead. My strength back and confidence growing out of my way, 'cause I'm on and call me sweetheart and I'll tear you apart. Just call me sir. Try to resist once you meet my new fist. Bye bye. Just look at the fire in my eyes and bring my my strawberry sunrise. It was you who began it. Now you're saying, God damn it. Next time there's no compromise. Yo, Marco, I see you in the chat. You can probably hear me from the other room. Yeah, so spoiler alert, I already knew that song. As you guys could I'm sorry for my terrible singing, by the way. I'll refrain from doing that in the future. But yeah, Armed and Ready, Yang's come-up story, Yang's comeback, Yang's rebirth. Such a dope fucking song. Like, that makes me, like, that's such a great song to, like, work out to. And it just gets you so fucking pumped. And a part of that song is really, like, resonates with me, like, you know, not living in the past, and you know, never looking back and doing stuff like that, like always moving forward, basically. Like, that's what Yang has to do now. Like, she can't dwell on, you know, what happened. She has to move forward, and, you know, like, it's what Ty mentioned to her. He was like, you can do whatever you want. You're Yang Xiaolong. It's like, when you're done crying, when you're done moping, get back out there. You'll have your friends and your family supporting you every step of the way. And the hidden eyes that I can feel there. No, I think those hidden eyes are Adam, because, like, he wears, like, the mask with, like, you can't see his eyes, and obviously she was affected most by him for her current situation, like, for what she went through. Strawberry Sunrise, Call Me Sir, like, that's, like, a callback to her trailer, like, when she went into Junior's club, she was like, Strawberry Sunrise, no ice, oh, with one of the cute little umbrellas, and then another part, which is when, like, he called her, like, he called her Blondie, and then he called her, like, Sweetheart, and she was like, instead of Sweetheart, you can just call me Sir, and then she, like, grabbed his junk. So, really, Marco? Oh, man. Yeah, oh, that's really clever, Owl. A strawberry
Calm
sunrise
down.
with a side of
I'm
punch.
Not here for your money.
Rooster Teeth. If the FNDM doesn't get a version of Armed and Ready in the Blake and Yang versus Adam rematch, we riot. Such a badass song.
Pretty much. That'd be pretty dope, honestly. Like, that was her call out to be like, yo, the next time we meet, I'm coming for you. But, like, that's gonna be, like, that's just the thing, though. Like, we saw, it's easy to recover from something, but it's easy to face what put you there in the first place. So, like, not to say that it was easy for her to get out of her funk, because it obviously took a while, but it's definitely gonna be revealing to see how she responds to seeing Adam again in the future, because that's like her call out to Adam. That's like, yo, next time we meet, I'm gonna feel bad for you. You know what I mean? And she looks fucking awesome. She looks so fucking dope. And I do believe that she is of different mind and of a different, you know, essence when it comes to who she was before and after the fall of Beacon, and especially now. So really looking forward to that. There's not really much else to say, because I mean, I feel like it's already been talked about, especially because this song was released when the series ended in the credits. So those are my thoughts on it. Really love the song. Looking forward to seeing what Yang's going to be all about. Her going to Mistral, hopefully meeting up with her sister, and, you know, everybody else being a part of the gang again, and, you know, seeing where all that goes about. Alrighty, let's see. From Shadows, Armed and Ready Part 2. Or like Ready from the Shadows Part 2, or something like that. That'd be kind of funny. But yeah, so the next song is very interesting, and this song doesn't have a lot of context for the actual RWBY series because this song has nothing to do with RWBY proper, in a sense, all right? So the next song is Lusus Naturae. For those of you who don't know, I took Latin 1 through 3. I took honors Latin 1 through 3 in high school, so my Latin skills are kind of coming into effect right now. But Lusus Naturae means freak of nature in Latin, all right? This song was already released before it came out on the soundtrack. What's weird about it is that the OST was in the first episode and the last episode during the Knuckle v Grimm fight, and then at the very first episode when the Grimm were coming out of the pools. So this song, and we're gonna get into a bit of spoilers for those of you who haven't played RWBY Grimm Eclipse, but this song was originally released in the game RWBY Grimm Eclipse. This song was exclusive to the video game, and you would only hear this song if you had beaten the game. It's during the credits that you would hear this song. So RWBY Grimm Eclipse is this song, Lusus Naturae, is the theme song of the main antagonist of this game, Dr. Merlot. All right, Dr. Merlot is a scientist. He went to school with Ozpin and, all of the other... I'm assuming, like, all of the teachers of Ozpin's age. He went to school with Ozpin and a bunch of the other teachers, and he was of the mind that he felt the Grimm were an ultimate life form. Like, they're incredibly powerful, they don't need to eat, they don't need to sleep, they're ridiculously strong, they have amazing vitality, endurance, they're the perfect life form and the perfect killing machines. So what he decided to do was graduate from his academy and become a scientist of Merlot Industries. He founded Merlot Industries, and he was somewhat responsible for the fall of Mountain Glen, by the way. Remember, they were talking about, like, caverns with Grimm, and one of the caverns exploded, and that led to Mountain Glen's ultimate demise underground. We see those caverns when you play through RWBY Grimm Eclipse. We explore those caverns of, like, the destroyed, like, tunnels and stuff like that. And the Grimm that are in those tunnels are all mutated. So what Dr. Merlot ended up doing was he ended up, like, experimenting on Grimm with this secret this special serum that he created to make the Grimm more deadly than they already are, like, make them more stronger, faster, like, practically, like, damn near indestructible to an average huntsman and huntress. And the entire aspect of the theme song Lusus Naturae is his perspective on his goals for what he wants the creature of Grimm to end up becoming. So, for those of you who haven't played the game, this is Dr. Merlot right here. This is what he looks like. This is him from a projector screening within the game. And, his plans are essentially create the Grimm, like harvest the Grimm, capture the Grimm, make them stronger, send them out into the wild. Which doesn't really make sense because it's like, you realize eventually those Grimm are probably going to kill you, regardless if you're their creator or you're their enhancer, if you will. But something that's really strange is that at the end of the game, Dr. Merlot destroys his lab. Like, his whole facility goes up in smoke, but you don't see him anymore. Like, it's not confirmed that he died in the... Like, first off, he set off the explosion, so I'm pretty sure he just hits the self-destruct button and then books it out of there. So, there's a chance that he could be in the actual show. And when the show came out, I did a live stream discussion of the first episode. There's 2 empty chairs in Salem's, like, castle area, like, in that room area where you had Watts and the rest of Team Witch. And there were 2 empty chairs, and I speculated that one of them could be Dr. Merlot, because him helping enhance the Grimm only helps out Salem, and if he's doing that, and she finds out he's doing that, it would make more sense for her to use him for her gain of making the Grimm more of a threat than anything else. But the thing is, I don't know if Merlot is canon to the actual show of RWBY. But the only reason why I consider that it might is because they used the Lusus Naturae OST in the show. So prior to that, it was exclusive to the game, and then it's weaving into the show. So I don't know what they're really trying to do with it. But yeah, so we're going to play this song. Also, this image right here is a fan art by Mojo Joj, and this is like a better look at what Dr. Mallow is like. It's pretty cool. That's the serum that he's creating, and then Ruby in the background's like, no, you stop that, because obviously, like, you play the game to stop him, essentially. So shout out to Mojo Joj and his fan art of Dr. Mallow, and we are going to be getting into this track right now. Hold on, let me just move this a little bit over to the side. All right. So I hope you guys enjoy. Lusus Naturae. And it's so brooding and creepy and sinister and evil. Warped, deformed. They seek nightmares of rooted swarm. I see beauty underneath. I see promise in nature's freak. Yeah, this song is awesome. I absolutely love this song. This song is dope as fuck. It's dark, but it's pretty awesome. A mystery of blood and bone, soulless origin unknown. Twisted devil till you lost in time. Mindless born, bubbling ooze, intelligence I will accuse. On the world and now you're mine. I will raise you up, design the perfect beast. Elevate the savage, use you to bring peace. They don't know, they don't understand. There's a goal, it's my master plan. This simple-minded fools just see my plans as truths. I'll give the monsters life to use. Awaken my brood. Today you will rise. I've given you life, my Lusus Naturae. Open your eyes. There's drums in this, so I can drum now. Created in another world. Into this realm you were hurled. Scientifically misunderstood. I will decode the knowledge gained. The mysteries I will explain. Change you for the good. The fools they placed in power try to halt my dreams. Stop me, grim, I will redeem. I will make you grow, you're my own. Twisted embryo. Sick of sex, the madman with no proof. In triumph, I will show the truth. Awaken my brood. Today you will rise. I've given you life, my Lusus Naturae. Open your eyes. When evolution fails, science will prevail. What nature wants, I will restore. I will love what all are. I love this song so much. Awaken my brood, today you will rise. I've given you life, my Lusus Naturae. Open your eyes. Such a great fucking song. Like, I'm so glad that they put this song on the soundtrack, because unless you played Grim Eclipse, you would never know the song exists. And like, even if you don't it's like a two-parter, because like, even if you have the song and if you don't understand the context, it's kind of lost on you. Like, for example, if you listen to the song for the first time, never played Grim Eclipse, didn't know about Dr. Merlot, didn't know anything about that, you'd be speculating like, well, who the fuck is this song about? You know what I mean? So while I do understand, like, while I do appreciate the fact that Jeff put it on the soundtrack for a wider audience of people to check out and listen to, those people will still not have the context to make the connection between like where that song is on the soundtrack comparatively to the RWBY universe. So, or if they listen to it on YouTube. But what I'm basically saying is like, because this song isn't in the show, it kind of makes it odd. And because Merlot is never expressed in the show, it kind of makes it odd if you aren't aware of anything like that. Like, I saw a few people in the chat that are saying they've never heard this song before. So if they didn't, like, if I didn't explain, like, oh, this is Dr. Merlot's theme, this is who he is, this is what he's about, this is how he is integrated into the RWBY series, like, they'd be left in the dark of, like, okay, how do I interpret this song, you know what I mean? But this song was so cool. Like, I love this song. I used to listen to this song, like, on blast, like, my headphones on blast, where people can actually, like, hear the song through my headphones. That song is so hype. Absolutely love it. But yeah, that is Dr. Merlot's theme. Not knowing about Merlot, I'd probably assume it was Watts' song. Yeah, see, like, that's the thing too, because like, we don't know anything about Watts. So hopefully, for anybody who ends up watching this, if they end up watching this afterwards on YouTube and they don't know the song, they don't know Dr. Merlot, hopefully I've given them enough context to be like, oh, okay, this song is about this guy. Don't really know what he's all about to the nth degree, like playing Grim Eclipse, in fact, finding out about him firsthand. But as long as people know what this song is about, who it's about, and who the character is, I'm happy. And also for listening to the song, because this song is so fucking cool. I love this song to death. Who was the guy they showed during during Penny's death? He was a little larger at some point. He's still a mystery. That was probably Penny's father, the guy who built her, aka Geppetto, because Penny is inspired by Pinocchio. Geppetto would be the inspiration for her dad, who helped build Penny. So that was most likely her dad. Which is, like, it sucks, because it's like, damn. And my headcanon for Penny is, like, she was originally, like, a normal girl, but maybe she, like, got into an accident or something happened to her, or she got attacked by a Grimm and she was about to die. So instead of, like, her just dying, you know, the father worked with Atlas to seal her body into a robot. So technically she can still live. That's my headcanon, even though, you know, chances are maybe that could be the case, maybe not. I just feel like that would be a great reasoning behind the dad wanting to make a robot child, you know? So, yeah, so basically Astro Boy, or Astro Girl if you want to get that, if you want to go into that. So, so yeah, there's that to think about too. So, we have reached an impasse. No, I'm just kidding. All right, so we are here. We've been streaming for 2 hours and 5 minutes. We still have 663 people here live. Thank you guys so much for being a part of this. I really do appreciate it. Okay. So I'm going to be straight up with you guys. Taking off my glasses. That's how you know I'm serious. No, I'm just kidding. But I'm going to open up a second thing of water too. So I want to lay something on you guys really quick. Okay. I really want you guys to, and I really feel like I shouldn't have to, you know, speak to this extent or to this degree about it, but it's a part of the community. It is an issue to some extent, and I feel like it's best to talk about it. Actually, I'm gonna put my glasses on because my eyes are really blurry. It's best that we talk about it, right? And that is Bumblebee, the song Bumblebee, the ship Bumblebee, and everything that comes with it ever since basically its inception, right? So I didn't even know what ships were until RWBY came out, right? The closest thing to shippings that I understand and know is Naruto, right? Naruto with Sakura, Naruto with Hinata, Sakura with Sasuke, and even to some people, Naruto with Sasuke, right? And that's the extent of shippings for me. I didn't know what ships were. I didn't know, like I didn't understand the concept. I didn't know why people cared so much, right? And so for me personally, while I do enjoy romantic aspects of a series, I don't let that become the end-all be-all for me, right? I don't watch the show to see who ends up with who at the end of the day. I don't watch the show to to belittle and berate other people who have a difference of opinion when it comes to ships, right? I've been through a lot in my life, right? I can handle people insulting me. I can handle people calling me names, looking down on me, belittling me, whatever. I have very tough skin, and I have a heart of a lion to where that shit doesn't affect me, right? But when it comes to ships and when it comes to RWBY, it affects me for the people that I know it will affect. The people who aren't as fortified, who aren't as reinforced as I am. People who will take it to heart when they put an opinion out there. Black Sun's my favorite ship, or Lancaster's my favorite ship, or White Rose or Ladybug is my favorite ship. And then you have someone coming along and saying, Bumblebee is the best ship ever. You're a fucking idiot. You don't know what you're talking about. Go kill yourself. Shit, I fucking can't stand that. And if you're one of those people, you need to grow the fuck up. Seriously, I really don't like when, and you know what I mean? We're all a part of the same community. We all love the same things. We all like the same things. Yeah, it might be the vocal minority at the end of the day. It might be the vocal minority. It might be a younger generation of people coming into the show and just being ignorant. You know what I mean? Just taking whatever aspects of ships they know from other series and bringing that with them into RWBY. But, I really don't like that. And it's well, who the fuck cares what you think? Or who cares what you like? I'm nobody. You can act however you want. But for me personally, I really don't like how we can't be civil. We can be civilized with everything else. We can come together when tragedies strike and support each other and have each other's back. We can have civilized debates on theories and things like that. But all of a sudden, ships are brought up. Everyone just loses their sensibility. Everyone loses their civilized rationality, And for me personally, ships are the last thing I care about, if at all. If at all. I don't care about who ends up with who at the end of the day. For me personally, I care about the characters. I care about the development. I care about the story and the journey that they're going on. I care more about how good is going to triumph over evil versus, I wonder if Blake and Yang are going to be together, and hinting every little thing that Blake and Yang do to build up your ship canon in your head. So take that for what it's worth. I do have something that I want you guys to listen to after the show, right? Because this song has erupted the fan base, right? The second this song came out, I felt so bad for people. I felt so bad for shippers. I was like, it's gonna be a fucking battlefield. It's gonna be a battlefield on Facebook, on Tumblr, on Reddit, on Twitter. Not really Twitter, but everywhere else. Every other aspect of social media, there are gonna be people at each other's throats. Bumblebee is confirmed. Bumblebee is canon because it's in the soundtrack. Like I said, I haven't listened to the song yet. I can't say that it is or isn't about Blake and Yang. I can't say that it is or isn't about Blake's motorcycle. I can't say that it is or isn't about an actual insect, a bumblebee, right? But what I can say is, before even listening to this, the second I saw the title, I already foresaw what the fandom was going to be going through, right? So, and I hate to say this, right? I really hate to say this, and I'm about to listen to the song in a second. I really hate to say this, but I think a big reason why the shippings have gotten so out of hand is because of Rooster Teeth, right? They know that shipping is a part of the fandom, right? They know that people like to ship characters. I barely see a lot of ships because the big ones that people only care about or talk about or are very vocal about is Black Sun and Bumblebee, right? And I feel because granted, the voice actors, aside from Miles, Carey, and Gray, I really don't think any of the voice actors know where the show is going, right? I don't think Barbara or Aaron or Kara or Lindsay, I don't think any of them know where the show is going, right? But, for Aaron and Barbara to be my favorite ship is Bumblebee, And for Lindsay and Kara to be like, my favorite ship is White Rose, that is indirectly sending out validation to all of those people who are shippers and potentially using that as ammo. Like, oh, Bumblebee is a thing because the voice actors and actresses of Blake and Yang are shippers too. And like, I know every series has like, what's it called? I know every series has like a fandom that like ships, you know what I mean? And cares about the romantic involvement with characters. And I'm not knocking that. Like, if you want to ship to your fucking heart's content. I could care less, you know? And if a ship does become a thing, then that's great, because for me, I can look at them as more of a dynamic than just two separate characters being only friends or two separate characters individually. I can look at Jean and Pyrrha as Arcos and have a better dynamic of their relationship. I can look at Renora, or I can look at, you know, if it comes true, Lancaster or Bumblebee or whatever the fuck other ship there is out there. But I feel like Rooster Teeth really beats the drum a lot with riling up the fan base, because it's almost like a marketing scheme. Not a scheme, but it's like a marketing ploy, right? Before this song came out, I think the peak of ships for me personally, like seeing ships, hearing about ships, seeing how big people, like how seriously people take it, I think the last time I heard about ships to that extent was Volume 2. I think it was around Volume 2, because Volume 3 was super serious and no one gave a fuck about ships. Everyone cared about who the fuck is going to survive at the end, right? So I think it is like a factor of like Rooster Teeth kind of taking it too far and just giving fans what they want, like fan service. It's fan service at the end of the day. But I mean, I don't mind. You know, I care. The only part of the shippings that I care about are the creative names, because Monty mentioned way back in the day, he was like, oh, I love how like other series, like Naruto, for example, they have like a combination of the character's name, like Naru, Narusaku, or Naruhina. But then you come to the RWBY ships, and they actually have creative fucking names like White Rose, Freezer Burn, Monochrome, like shit like that. Like, I love how creative the fandom can be when it comes to naming the ships more than anything. But yeah, that's just my 2 cents, and I'm gonna like I said, I'm gonna have you guys listen to something after the song as a way of just kind of drilling in one final aspect, right? Because Jeff Williams makes the songs, but the songs are not to be taken canonically. You're not supposed to listen to the songs and take them for what you want them to be. It's just supplementary content, you know? And some people understand that and some people don't, but I just want you guys to hear it from Jeff Williams himself, because it is something that I feel some people just need to hear, like people who are unwilling to just listen to others and rationalize with others, and they just want to live in their bubble, which is unfortunate. But with all that said, we're going to listen to Bumblebee, because I honestly really want to hear what this song's all about, and I hope you guys enjoy it. So Bumblebee, 3.5 minutes. 3, 2, 1. Oh, wait, hold on a second. I just psyched you guys out. Hold on. I need to... Okay, here we go. Yeah, and I took a picture of the bike just to troll you guys. So, Bumblebee in 3, 2, 1.
There's a garden where I go. If you meet me there, no one will know.
A garden, she said?
In the springtime, in the sun, we can be alone without anyone.
Oh, I like the... Oh, this is catchy as fuck.
All the butterflies and the birds keep a secret, no, they won't say a word. But they watch us and they know, and they're happy as they see our love grow. We'll sit for a while as I drink in your smile. It feels like a dream that's come true. My head starts to buzz and my heart feels
Buzz like a bumblebee.
Baby, can't you see you could be with me? We could live inside a garden of ecstasy. You could be my queen, that could be your dream. My life's like a fantasy, maybe set me free. Let me be your bumblebee.
Wow, really?
Now the flowers are in bloom, and you chased away my darkness and gloom.
Can't you see?
You could be with me. We could live inside a garden of ecstasy. You could be my queen. I could be your dream. Life's like a fantasy. Maybe set me free. Let me be your
Bumblebee.
Like a serenade. Every word you say has me falling more and more in love with you. Like a pretty beat, you are oh so sweet. Every day is sunny, tastes like honey. Feel so alive, take me back to the hive.
Really? Take me back to the hive? This song is really, really, really catchy. I can see why a lot of people like it.
Can't you see? Just to be with me. We could live inside a garden of ecstasy. You could be my queen. I could be your dream. Life's like a fantasy. Maybe set me free. Let me be your bumblebee.
That was a really fun song. Holy shit, that song was fun. Yeah, I'll be the first to say it's definitely not about a bike. Like, whoever said it's about a bike, like, you're trolling Hardbody right now. Like, it's definitely not about a bike. No, I like a lot of the cues that in a way, you know what'd be really funny is if they make like the B movie, like B movie 2, and they use this song. I think that'd be hilarious. Just because there was a lot of cues to bumblebees, like buzzing and a beehive and shit like that. Like, I thought that'd just be super funny. No, I really like the song. No, I think the song is really fun. I don't see it being like, okay. All right. How can I put this, right? This song, okay, so let me put this into perspective, right? So you have other shipping songs, right? Quote unquote. You have Boop, you have Not Fall in Love with You, you have Shine, you have Dream Come True, and these songs have a lot of references to certain characters. For example, Boop, right? We'll crush our enemies, bring them to their knees. You know, you can come and stay with me in my castle. Magenhild is actually even referenced. So you know that song is about Nora to Ren, right? Not Fall in Love with You. It's a little like that can be generalized. Like Shine and Not Fall in Love, Shine and Dream Come True, like clearly Pyrrha, like without a doubt, clearly Pyrrha. But this song felt like it could be about any ship. You know, like do me a favor, right? Like, take the word Bumblebee out of the song and put love song, or put any other shipping name in the title, and I think it would work. You know, I feel like it's just a love song at the end of the day, and I think this is supposed to be interpreted to whatever ship you like, right? So granted, it's Bumblebee because Bumblebee is the most popular ship. But if you realize and check it out and, you know, if you see it, Bumblebee, like the ship is spelled with a B-Y. Bumblebee, the bike, is spelled with 2 E's. But this song is just Bumblebee, which could just be a representation of how people feel about the ship. And you can basically insert who you want this song to be about. So I honestly do feel like that's what it is. Like, because I was just thinking, I was literally listening to see if there's any references made to Blake or any references made to Yang, but there isn't. There's just Bumblebee. And Bumblebee, at the end of the day, it's a Team Attack name in the show, sure, but Bumblebee itself is a fan-made name by the community to reflect the relationship of Blake and Yang. So honestly, I feel like people are taking it way too serious, like a lot more seriously than it needs to be. Like Bumblebee confirmed, like it's canon. It could be canon if you want it to be, like if it forwards your ship, I guess, but there's nothing in this song that really drives the point home that it's canon or it's about Blake and Yang. That's just my opinion. You got a lot of people in the chat.
Down. We're not here for your
Hey,
money.
how lewd.
Technically speaking, it could be about the bike if Yang used no.
Oh my god, really? Well, I stand corrected then. It can be about the bike as well. But no, like, I feel like maybe some people just want something, right? We didn't get anything about Blake and Yang in Volume 3, so when you're thrown something like, when you're given fan service like this song, obviously you're gonna take it and run with it, right? Because you didn't get any Bumblebee action in Volume 3, in Volume 4, right? I do want to ask Jeff that, though. Oh, another thing, really quick. This song was actually made after the soundtrack was already done, right? So, Jeff Williams posted on Facebook on May 1st when people thought the soundtrack was coming out that day, and he mentioned that during the downtime between finishing the soundtrack and waiting for the release date, he worked on a brand new song, and it's kind of, you can kind of tell that this song was made after the fact because every other song besides Bumblebee was in the volume. Obviously besides Lusus Naturae, but that's from the game. So every other song was in the show besides Bumblebee. And he mentioned that he made this song after the soundtrack was already done. Like, he had time, so he was like, hey, I'll make this new fun song, right? And so, like, this song wasn't even really planned to be in the soundtrack. He just decided to put it in after the fact. So, again, you can kind of see that as if you want to take like, anything canon to the degree, I guess, you know? So, there's that. But, there's one thing that I really want you guys to listen to. And this is mainly for anybody who didn't listen to it when I originally did it. But I did an interview with Jeff Williams during RWBY Volume 4. If you guys want to find it, it's on my channel. It's called A Chat with Jeff Williams. We talked about, like, his musical process and all that stuff. But he vocalized how he feels about ships and how people should interpret shit. Not how people should. That's bad on my wording. How it is, basically, when you go into listening to the songs and how he goes about representing the songs on the soundtrack, right? So, I'm going to play that for you guys really quick and just give you guys some perspective from Jeff Williams himself. It's 4 minutes. It's 3.5 minutes roughly. But I hope you guys don't mind listening to it. It's a little bit interesting because this is coming from the man himself. It's coming from the horse's mouth. The title looks more like it could be made A Wheel of Fortune and ran out of money. That's pretty clever. But yeah, so I'm going to play this for you guys. Feel free to just listen to it and, you know, take it for what it's worth.
Well, you know, this all brings up a kind of an interesting point. Something I see discussed.
Oh, hold on a second. All right.
And debated, where I see people having this, like... Well, I see people having, like, fucking fits, which is really hysterical to me.
Yeah, kind of.
But they want to know if the songs are considered gospel truth or what they call, like, canon. Of the, right?
Yeah.
And when I see that, it took me a while to realize this what I'm about to say, because for a long time I was like, just go with it, you know, just go with it, like, just enjoy it, you know. But the more I thought about it, and the more I saw the endless whining about it, it started to occur to me that, like, the truth is, I'm never literal. Like, you know, like, people want to take it literally, but there's nothing to take literally, you know? Like, there's no line in a song that says, and then RWBY did this. Or, right? And then Weiss said that. Like, I never fucking said a character's name in a song, you know?
Yeah.
It's just a coincidence. So get over it, you know what I mean? Like, You know, like they want to pretend, they want to say like, oh, well, I want to take these things literally. It's like, well, then take it literally, which is there's no mention of the character, the show, the situation, or anything literally. Like, you know, you only want to take it literally to the degree that you want to force the word literal to mean something which is not what it means.
Yeah.
Like you're defying the very thing that you claim that you want. And you know, there's I mean, there's so much. A lot of the music is really not written super specifically for a particular character or show situation. You know, it's most like it's just a song that I kind of have, and you know, if I work hard enough a certain angle, I can kind of get it to be about this character or this, you know. So I kind of have to, like, you know, RWBYize some of these song ideas, you know. And sometimes I do, and sometimes I don't. So I wrote a song for Casey, and it's called "All Our Days."
Oh, I love that song.
Right? I mean, that is just a song that I wrote for Casey. That's me talking to Casey. You know, that's me talking to my child. It's a little weird because then she has to be the one to sing it. You know, so that kind of puts the weird spin on it, you know. But I mean, that song wasn't written as, you know, parent on the show to a child on the show, or a sister to a thing, or anything like that, you know. But everyone just kind of views that like it has to be that way, and you know, that's fine. You know, it's like, I don't mind you borrowing my song that I wrote for my daughter to think about it in a different way, right? I mean, that's the whole point, is that any person should be able to take that song and interpret it themselves, or send it as a message to someone else.
So, like I said, I just really wanted people to hear that, because I know a lot of people probably didn't check out that video when it came out, because it was during RWBY Volume 4, but like, it's kind of, it's a little bit, I guess, like, upsetting that, like, even Jeff has to come out and be like, hey, this is kind of ridiculous, people are having fits about ships when it's supposed to be about fun. Like, you can interpret it yourself, sure, but don't take it to the degree where you classify it as fact. At the end of the day, it's not fact unless it's in the show, but Jeff's music is very objective. Granted, you can kind of interpret it how you want, like he said. Jeff destroyed a lot of theories there. No, but I mean, it's true, and I felt like personally obligated. I was like, I know how Bumblebee, I know how this song is going to get people riled up. If anybody can listen to this and relay it, or show them the original video that I put, like I said, it's called A Chat with Jeff Williams. It's on my YouTube channel still. It's an hour and 15 minutes, so he talks about a bunch of stuff, not just that. That was just a little portion of it. But, like, I just really want people to kind of just think a little bit more open-minded about everything that goes into ships. Don't assume that just because you like Bumblebee, that you just have to shit on everybody else's feelings and shit on everybody else's opinions, or difference of opinions, for that matter, on what ships they like, because it's not what you align with, because that's kind of a dick move, really. So, like I said, I've already you know, voiced my opinion. I really don't care for ships. I think this song is more of like a generalized shipping song, and I feel like, yeah, like, that's the thing. Like, I'll go back to the whole somewhat controversy of it. It's almost like a marketing ploy for Rooster Teeth to kind of get the shippers, like, talking again. Because, like I said, I haven't really heard anything on ships, except for, like, Volume 2 was, I think, in my opinion, like, the peak of shipping, like, towards the end. And, like, when people were discussing and talking about it and coming up with all the ships, like, the beginning of Volume 3, like, had a little bit of it, but Volume 2 was really, like, just the apex of it for me personally, for how I experienced RWBY. So, like, I feel like this is like Rooster Teeth and Jeff and them, like, knowing what this song will do to the community, and just to get people talking, to get people excited, to get people invigorated about ships again, and using this song as a conduit to be like, hey, this is a song that you can project to any ship that you care about, or a love song in general, you know, whether it's a canon ship or a fanship, you know what I mean? And until it's confirmed, just have an open mind, you know? Even if your ship doesn't end up coming true, don't shit on another person because they're happy that theirs did, because that doesn't benefit anybody, and that just makes people not want to talk about it and not want to express it, you know? But yeah, like, at the end of the day, canon is only what is delivered in the show. The music just serves as supplementary content at best. But yeah, I like I said, I just, yeah, get the shippers talking. Yeah, they are kind of playing with fire, because it's like, I don't know. I don't really know how deep the shipping community goes, because like I said, I don't invest in the shippings really or anything like that. So yeah, that's just anything. But I will be right back, because I have to take a piss really bad. I drank a whole bottle and a half, and I gotta go to the restroom, so I will leave you guys with a song to listen to. I will literally be back. It's like my bathroom's right there. It's gonna be under a minute. But I will BRB. And I'll just play a song in the background for you guys. So I can... Let's see. What song will I play? I'll play... what song should I play? I'm gonna play This Life Is Mine. Yeah. So, just sit tight. I will be right back.
Amazing how you conquered me, chained me into
Salutations!
the world the way you told me to, but I was young and didn't have a way to know the truth. Born to live your legacy, existing just to fill your needs, a casualty of this so-called family that you have turned into a travesty. But I don't intend to suffer any longer. Here's where your dominion falls apart. I'm shattering the mirror that kept me split in pieces, that stood between my mind and my heart. This is where I'll start. I'm not your pet, not another thing you own. I was not born guilty of your crimes. Your riches and your influence can't hold me anymore. I won't be possessed, burdened by your royal test. I will not surrender. This life is shame that it took so long to rescue me from the guilt you used to tie me to your family tree. I guess your training failed, you're not in charge, I'm free. Your patriarchal prison won't hold me.
All right, we are back. Oh my gosh, I feel I feel so much better now. Alrighty, so the official, I guess everything that was, I guess, one of a kind to the soundtrack is already done. But I just want to listen to these last couple of songs: Boop Acoustic, Sacrifice Remix, and I May Fall Remix, which I already mentioned you guys earlier. I May Fall is my favorite song in Volume 1, on the Volume 1 soundtrack. So, so yeah, without further ado, we're going to be listening to that. Negan, definitely not. Hold on one second. Come in.
It's been a while.
These are my friends. This is Zach. Say hi. You're streaming. That's Cody.
Oh, you streaming right now?
Yeah, I'm streaming right now. I'm almost done. I haven't seen you guys in forever.
How long has it been?
Been a while.
I've been streaming for Oh my gosh, I haven't seen them in forever. Zach and Cody, those are my good friends. Yeah, The Sweet Life of Zach and Cody. They're cousins too on top of that. So when I first met them, that was like an immediate joke, Zach and Cody. Yep, that's exactly it. That's hilarious. Yeah, they're here for dinner. They're coming over to hang out. So I completely forgot that they were coming through. He has friends? Yeah, I have friends. What the heck? Those two must be from The Sweet Life. Yeah. But yeah, so I am going to be finishing up these last couple of songs, rounding off at the end, because obviously dinner is waiting. So let's listen to Boop.
Never knew a time.
You weren't by my side, the one thing I could always count on. Always there for me, you've been my family, even when all other hope was gone.
But for a while things have seemed so different, like it's the same but still brand new. I can't believe it.
There's no images for these last 3 songs, by the way.
Start to fall for you.
I'm wondering how they're gonna do this acoustic. Oh, what? That's so awesome.
Have I lost my mind? Have I just been blind? Never to have seen you might be everything I need, everything I dream. All along, has it been right in front of me? We've been together for a long, 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 long time. I never thought that you and I could be a thing. I can't believe it. This is happening.
Do 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 do.
I think, oh well, what am I to do?
Oh my God! Fall in love with you.
And what to do right now, I haven't got a clue. I'll just bide my time, and when I wanna say I love you, I say. Every shadow lane wants to share her reign,
So come and join me in my castle. We'll crush our enemies, bring them to their knees.
I know I have a tendency to babble, but when I think about you, I can't help me. I'm the reason that my mind goes fast and my knees start shaking. But something just flips and my brain just flops, and these feelings that I'm feeling, I don't think that I can stop. I could just say it, I love you, proclaim, but I'd have to kill myself if you're feeling the same. Maybe it's just always that top is so straight.
Hold Megan Hild, I think I'm gonna faint. This song was sung at RTX last year. This is Jeff Williams' favorite song of the RWBY songs. And like he like, I got a shout out during like after this song, and this song was so freaking awesome.
I think, oh well, what am I to do?
I didn't know that I would fall in love with you.
And what to do right now, I haven't got a clue. I just bide my time, and when I wanna say I love you, I say. I'll say boo. Boo, 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 boo. When I wanna say I love you, I'll say.
I loved that. Absolutely love that. Alright, hold on. Oh, what is this? Sacrifice remix.
Close your eyes now, time for dreams. Death is never.
Holy shit, dude! I'm about to start playing this when I play as Lucio in Overwatch. Good. Oh my gosh, this has such a cool, like, such a cool vibe to it.
All your ancient ways leaves you trapped inside a maze.
Take the lives of
Those you need.
so the death and rebirth. Born an angel, heaven sent, falls from grace on Stars will drop out of the sky. Yo, when does the beat drop? I'm waiting for that. In vain, lost no gain, but you're not taking me. You can't have my life. I'm not your sacrifice. You can't try, but I'm free. Oh, it turned on me. Oh, okay. This is where the remix really starts. Oh, I like that flute. I never understood what that means. Revealed by mirrored eyes.
What if all the plans you made were not worth the price they paid? Even with the lives you stole.
I think this song, like personally, I think Sacrifice is from somebody's perspective to Ozpin. Either Cinder, Salem, Raven, maybe.
Born an angel, heaven sent, falls from grace on
I love this. I love this soundtrack. Oh, I think it means you discovered someone like-minded. Oh. I'll talk about that after the song. Wow. That song just made me think about, obviously, Sacrifice and just theories around that. My friend Jackson actually has a really interesting theory that, like, for example, he was talking about how this song could seemingly be, like, from Raven's perspective, as Summer dies, towards Ozpin. Like, because for the opening, for example, it's like, close your eyes now, time for dreams. Death is never what it seems. Like, that's almost like someone is talking to someone who is about to die. And, like, I forgot, like, the theory, like, we talked about this last year before Volume 4 came out, but his theory was very interesting of, like, maybe the song is from Raven's perspective to Ozpin, presumably after the death of one of her teammates. Because it seems like she knew a lot of what was going to happen before it happened. Like, she mentioned that, like, she told Crow that Beacon would fall. She told him that Ozpin would fail. So, I really do think that, there's so many ways to look at this. Like, initially, a lot of people think that it's about Cinder to somebody. It could be about Raven, like I mentioned. It could be about Salem, or from the perspective of Salem. But, I've always constantly, like, that's one of the reasons why the song's my favorite, because it's so enigmatic, and this song came out 2 volumes ago, you know what I mean? And after this song released, like, after this song played during the credits, immediately after that, we got the reveal of Raven, which is could be another indication of maybe this is about her, or maybe from her perspective. So So yeah, so I will be getting into the last song, I May Fall remix, and like I mentioned, I May Fall is my favorite song on the Volume 1 soundtrack. I May Fall and Wings are my favorite songs on that soundtrack. Let's see. Hunter x Hunter. Yeah, this is I'm wearing my Hunter x Hunter shirt. This is Gon and Killua, the main characters of Hunter x Hunter. Hunter x Hunter is also my favorite anime of all time. Hunter x Hunter 2011. My favorite anime. Alright, so, last song, I May Fall. Hope you guys enjoy. Has like an 8-bit retro style to it. This reminds me of like something on like the SNES or something. Hearts will be broken when the shadow will cast out the light, and our eyes cry a million tears. Help won't arrive. There's a day when our courage collapses, and our friends didn't leave us behind. Creatures of darkness will triumph, the sun will rise. It is our world, and succumb to fear, and the skies rain blood, and the end draws near. Oh, what? I really like I love the choice of instrumentals they decided to use. Outnumbered, where the wolves and the soulless will rise. In the time of our final moment, every dream dies. There's a place where our shields will resurge. Oh, what? I really like that. Oh. I swear this song keeps changing up on me. Oh my god, imagine editing this? Jesus. I can't even imagine. Oh my god, this is so cool! This song is why I don't edit remixes. Damn, man, that was good. That was a really great song. Oh, man. And then everything else is literally freaking scores. Like, they have, like, a fuck ton of scores. They have, like, 30-something scores on this soundtrack. just because like they had 8 World of Remnants this volume, and then multiple aspects and multiple parts of OSTs throughout each episode. But I'm really glad that they got that out. So that is everything. That is the soundtrack in its entirety for what I was planning on listening to. My favorite song, you guys called it, This Life Is Mine, followed up by Like Morning Follows Night. So those are my 2 favorite songs on this soundtrack for sure. Absolutely love the work, love the care and detail that Jeff and Casey and Alex and, you know, the entire soundtrack music team did for this soundtrack. One of my favorites, absolutely, and definitely stands up top with the rest. Oh my gosh. Now that I've listened, like, and I've only listened to all of these songs once, so I'm literally just going to be listening to these songs on repeat for months straight, like going to RTX and all that, like being on the plane on RTX and everything else leading into eventually the RWBY Volume 5, the RWBY Volume 5 premiere, and then when the RWBY Volume 5 soundtrack comes out. I just love whenever we get new music, just because it's such a great thing to look forward to, you know? Even though the volume's been done for the past few months, we're still getting something to reinvigorate our excitement for the show and something to hold us over until we get more RWBY news and info. Somebody also mentioned, so first off, yes, this will be uploaded to my YouTube channel right after I finish this. It's going to be probably an hour or so of processing, because usually what happens is when I finish streaming, it automatically goes to my channel, but the whole thing won't be done. It takes a while to process because this is it's going to be about 3 hours. I've been streaming for 2 hours and 53 minutes and counting right now. But yeah, so one more thing, really exciting news. I already let people know over on Twitter, but for those of you who don't know, if any of you guys are going to RTX, I am going to be a part of a panel on the Saturday of RTX from 12 p.m. to 1 p.m. I'm going to be on a panel again this year, the Rooster Teeth Community React panel. I was on a panel last year for my first RTX. It was myself, Allison Beggs. She did reactions to RWBY Volume 3 and 4. She's the girl who does like cosplays and stuff like that. She has red hair. She's really pretty. So her, Katie and Meg from AfterBuzz TV, they do a lot of like coverage and stuff like that regarding like the RWBY volumes whenever they watch, and they get like interviews with people from Rooster Teeth. And Nerial, who's another member of the community. She does reactions to RWBY and RWBY. So, and myself. So it's going to be the 5 of us again. It's going to be Saturday of RTX. It's going to be from 12 p.m. to 1 p.m. In the main room 6 on the 3rd floor. So for any of you guys who are going to be going there, I'm going to have a panel on Saturday, which is great, which is good too, because the RWBY panel is on Friday. So I won't have to like, the only thing that sucks about this is that the second half of Always Open is going to be going on when my first half of my panel starts. So unfortunately, I'm going to have to miss Barbara's Always Open panel, but hopefully, fingers crossed, I'll be able to watch it like afterwards, because most of these panels should be streamed too. So if you can't be there live, they should be streaming all of their panels like they did last year on Twitch. So I'll be making a video when I'm at RTX, letting people know on YouTube, hey, if you want to watch this live stream with me in it, you can do that, and I'll try to make sure to record that stream for when I get back home for people who aren't going to be able to watch it live or have the time to be able to do that during that week. So that is probably the last thing that I'll mention right now. And for everything else, I want to thank all of you guys for joining. I want to thank you guys all for being here with me through my emotions, my tears, my laughs, my excitement, my hype. This soundtrack was very special. The soundtrack, I feel like this soundtrack has a lot more resonance with me because it wasn't just me listening to it by myself. It's me listening to it with you guys, And I'll probably be doing this for the future volumes now. Like all the future soundtracks, I'll probably just hold off and do a live reaction with people on YouTube from here on out. Just because I really enjoy this. It feels a lot more natural to just listen and then immediately get into and talk about it with people versus anything else. and I'm pretty sure you guys would enjoy that as well. And for people who are watching this over on YouTube, I'm glad you guys are able to enjoy it as well. Unfortunately, you guys couldn't be here in the moment, but it's still great that, you know, I can upload this and you guys can, you know, have at it at your own pace. But with all that said, I have guests over, so I'm going to go have dinner and enjoy the rest of my night. Tomorrow will be my live reaction to RWBY Chibi Season 5, and I should be streaming on Twitch. I should be continuing my stream of Kingdom Hearts on Twitch, probably somewhere around 2 o'clock p.m. for any of you guys who want to be able to join that. This is mine encore. It's been awesome, dude. Thank you guys all for the support. Thank you guys all for the recent follows, for the donations, for the super chat comments as well. And one more thing, somebody mentioned in the chat that they were worried. Someone said they were worried about me getting copyrights. First off, this video isn't monetized, so right out the gate, I'm not going to be getting any money for anything like that. Rooster Teeth is really nice with letting people listen to the soundtrack or uploading the soundtrack or anything like that. On YouTube, they claim my videos, so I won't get a copyright strike, but this video will just be claimed by them, and any views that get caught, any views from this video, the money and the revenue just goes directly to Rooster Teeth, and they allow me to keep the video up. So at the end of the day, I'm not really upset about that, and there are songs already uploaded on YouTube, so I'm actually providing a little bit more extra. I'm providing like a discussion and, you know, like kind of almost like a review of the soundtrack and a discussion with all of us, so it shouldn't be that bad, honestly. But yeah, so thank you guys so much. I will see you guys. Wait, did I say RWBY Chibi Season 5? No, I'm sorry. I meant my episode reaction to RWBY Chibi Season 2, Episode 5. My reaction to that, well, I sound like an idiot. My reaction to that will be out tomorrow morning, so you guys can look forward to that. But yeah, I flubbed. I screwed up. But yeah, I have some friends over. How long did this start? It started 3 hours ago. Literally, my stream is at 2 hours, 58 minutes, and 27 seconds. I'm going to be ending it right now, though, so you guys all have a good night. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Enjoy my videos that are going to be coming out in the next couple of days. And I'm going to be listening to this soundtrack forever now. So thank you guys for the support. I love you guys very much. Take care of yourselves and everything else in between. And I will see you guys in the next video. Take care.